let's close off this stream with the first 2 chapters of this thing. Or let's at least see how far we can get.
Alright, you got a link for these chaps?
Oh, right, of course. How could I forget? Anyways, there it is in the live stream chat. There it is in the Skype chat. There you go.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we might as well follow along.
Let's ride out the Rainbow Rocks hype. This is Cafeteria controlled by Justice 4243. Chapter 0, Weird Welcomes. I should point out the author's note in this one says that this was actually written after one of the preview clips from Rainbow Rocks was aired. So yeah, this essentially follows that. If that makes sense. Anyways, let's see. Hi! Sunset said cheerfully as she walked up to the Canterlot High School's somewhat recently repaired entrance. Keyword being somewhat recently repaired.
Somewhat.
Are you the girls I'm supposed to show around? We are. A head full of curly orange and yellow hair that went down to her waist announced as she stepped into the light. She wore a lavender and pink outfit, complete with pink tights, a spiked gold belt, and lavender platform boots with even more golden spikes. 2 other girls stepped into the light right behind her. The girl to the right of the orange and yellow had purple hair that had teal streaks in it tied up in 2 ponytails. She wore a teal shirt with torn sleeves over a white blouse and tight, glittery purple pants that went down to a pair of purple platform boots. The final girl had light blue hair with dark blue streaks, which was tied up into a single ponytail. She wore a purple jacket with hot pink sleeves and collar, a pink skirt, and nearly knee-high purple boots with white soles.
The Dazzlings.
What?
It's
yes.
the Dazzlings.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty much a dead giveaway, eh?
Yep.
As why not? Sunset maintained her smile as she looked over the unusual outfits of the girls. No, don't say anything snarky. The rest of the school already hates you. Keep it together, and be nice, even if it looks like these 3 escaped from an episode of Gem after they savagely beat the Misfits and stole their clothes.
Well, from the images, I would say that she's right on the money.
I wouldn't doubt it. Even though I still say on my theory they look like something out of goddamn Monster High.
Yeah, feel it.
Anyways. After a brief round of introductions where the girls identified themselves as Adagio, Sonata, and Araya, Sunset jumped right into the tour. Canterlot High is a great school, Sunset said as she began to walk down the school's hallway. You're really gonna love it. The other girls began to follow her. Oh yes, Adagio said, with what appeared to be a slightly sinister smile with a tone to match. We really sense there's something magical about this place.
Can you be more obvious? Damn.
Hey, that's what she actually said in the movie, don't blame me.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they weren't even hiding it.
Yep. Everything... I took a peek at this chapter. Everything that is said here, well, almost everything at least, I think something was changed. Almost everything here is what the characters said in the movie. Exact word for word. Almost. So, yeah. Anyways.
Seriously, they weren't even hiding it.
Anyways.
Good villain would just hide the fact that she's planning on something. Even hide the tone of the voice.
Yeah. Anyways, Sunset said nothing as she simply looked forward, smile still plastered on her face. Okay, so Adagio says weird, ominous stuff. You're used to weird. You're friends with Pinkie Pie. You could totally deal here.
Pinkie Pie is nothing.
Yeah. A short while later, and Sunset had pushed the oddness of the introductions aside and happily walked down the hall, pointing out various rooms. That's science lab. Computer lab is in there. Oh! Sunset rushed over to a crooked poster of an electric guitar with the words musical and showcase printed on it. We're having a big musical showcase this weekend. The whole school is pretty much rallying around it. Adagio made a quick gasp. A musical showcase? She said in an interested tone as she flashed a somewhat sinister look back at the other 2 girls, who also flashed sinister looks at each other. Sunset continued to give them an upbeat smile. I'm sure since you're new, Principal Celestia would let you sign up if you're interested. I mean, she pretty much lets anyone sign up for anything regardless of any mitigating factors. Like them actually being a student, or heck, She pretty much lets anyone become a student regardless if they actually have an ID on them or proof that they have parents or legal guardian or anything.
She experienced it, didn't she? I mean, she infiltrated the whole school. She didn't have parents. She didn't have anything. She was just a pony with a wish to become princess or queen of Equestria.
Yeah, and if you couldn't guess, that was all added for the sake of being added. That wasn't said by anything by Sunset in the movie, of course.
Okay.
Adagio and Araya shot each other slightly nervous-looking grins. "Oh, we know," Sonata said cheerfully. "Otherwise, there was no way we were going to get into..." Araya quickly placed her hand on Sonata's face and pushed her aside, and Sonata crashed into the lockers. Wow. Ow! Sonata cried from the floor. "Guys! Gravity stopped working again!"
Dumbass.
Like I said, Sonata's the bubblehead of the group. Sunset looked at the display in front of her with a slightly befuddled look. Araya absent-mindedly examined her hand. "We have been noticing from time to time." Sonata suddenly popped back up next to Araya, apparently no worse for wear. "Hello!" she cried. "We sing like all the time? It's how we get people to do what we want. You know, with our magical powers and everything."
Thanks for letting it out. You're worse off than Adagio.
Sonata suddenly popped back up next to Araya. "Oh, sorry, I reread the same thing again."
Yeah. Okay, next set.
Sunset stared blankly at Sonata. Just power through it, Sunset. Otherwise, there'll never be more than a handful of people who like you." Adagio turned and shot Sonata an angry look as she made a quick motion with her hand in front of her neck. "What? What did I say?" Sonata asked with a shrug. Adagio pointed at Sonata and smiled. "What you meant to say is that being in a musical showcase is a great way to meet other students." "Oh, yeah!" Sonata pointed at Adagio. "What she said I meant to say," she smiled wide. "That's what I meant to say, but didn't, because I said something else that I didn't mean to."
Because you're a dumbass and Sonata wants power.
Adagio, you mean?
Oh, sorry. Derp.
Sunset stared blankly at Sonata.
Oh.
"And what you would have said if you weren't the worst? You are!" Sonata cried. "The worst, that is... I meant to say that you are the worst, and that I'm not the worst."
Lame.
Araya rolled her eyes. "Nice comeback. Where'd you get that one? Collaborating with a bucket of hammers again?" "Oh yeah? Well, I'm rubber, you're glue." Sonata paused and reached into her coat. "Just a second, I wrote this one down." "Wow, I have to say, Mr. Justice, you made Sonata Dusk into even more of a dumbass than she was in the film." And that's a good... I'm saying that in a good way, by the way.
I'm surprised. I'm just... Seriously, was it really going to be this fucking easy because of them dumbasses?
Oh, yeah. Sonata pulled out a slightly wrinkled bit of line paper. "Your eggs, bread, milk, and 5 cans of..."
I can't! I can't!
I'm sorry, that...
I can't work with this girl! I can't! I can't!
Okay.
You're making me regret even saying it again. God, Pinkie Pie sounds a lot better off than this.
Yeah. Sonata looked up with a giant grin on her face. "So take that!" Adagio quickly stepped in front of Sunset. "You'll have to excuse them. They're idiots." Sunset gave Adagio another blank stare. Another blank stare, then smiled. "It's alright. I understand completely." Oh boy, flashback time, I should probably point out. This doesn't happen in the movie, but yeah.
Probably neither one of these movies.
"Snips! Snails!" Sunset barked out as she threw open a classroom door. "I need you two to... Are you two eating paint chips? Yeah. Good God.
It's a wonder that they haven't died before the movie started.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even mention what Sips and Snails did as their performance, but it was something to be seen.
Okay, let's continue on with the fic.
Yeah. Sips and Snails turn towards Sunset and smile, their teeth full of small, slightly tanned flecks. Isn't it great? Sips cried. We found all this wall candy and it's all free! Wall candy.
Even I was smart enough not to eat paint chips.
Yeah! Snails agreed. We even saved plenty for you! Oh, God. Sunset sighed and smacked a palm to her head. She reached into her leather jacket and pulled out a smartphone. And you two wonder why I have poison control in my list of contacts.
Let me guess, you had to take it to the hospital to get their stomachs pumped.
Smart kid.
If only there was a medical treatment to cure dumb.
Oh, hey guys! Sonata exclaimed. I just realized that Sunset might think we're evil with some of the things I said.
Sunset is right there.
Yes. Adagio and Araya synchronized, bringing their palms up to their faces with audible smacks. Sunset looked at Sonata and raised an eyebrow. Okay, just... what? We're not evil, just so you know. We're totally like regular students and junk. And we're not going to try to hypnotize the school and feed off all the students' energy.
Adagio, let me give you a hint. Invest in duct tape.
Seriously. Adagio and Araya synchronized, raising their other hand to their own faces. Double facepalm. Sunset's eyes darted across the three. Well, this is weird, awkward, and kind of creepy. Quick, topic change. Topic change. Sunset quickly noticed Adagio fiddling with a large red jewel on a black choker around her neck. She quickly noticed the other two girls had them as well. Aha! Those are pretty, Sunset said cheerfully. She reached out for Adagio's jewel. Where did you... Psst! Adagio quickly shifted back and snatched Sunset's wrist. Sunset gave a slightly fearful look as Adagio clamped tight. Ugh! Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
Totally! Totally!
Bad touch! Bad touch! Adagio's eyes widened slightly as she let go. Sorry, she said with a slightly nervous, apologizing look as Sunset rubbed her wrist. She touched her jewel. These pendants mean an awful lot to us. We just hate for anything to happen to them.
Oh, let me guess. You take off the pendants, they lose their power?
Again, I'm not spoiling anything.
God damn it!
Adagio smiled as she walked off. Araya quickly followed. Yeah, Sonata said. They're totally the source of our power. Well, she spoiled it for you.
Thanks a lot.
I mean, if something happened to them, we'd, be helpless and all their plans would be ruined. Also, we're not evil, Sonata added. Not sure if I mentioned that. Adagio quickly reached out and grabbed Sonata, dragging her along. Sonata! She snapped. Keep quiet or I'm going to suspending your talking privileges again. Araya chimed in. Can we suspend her breathing privileges?
I second that.
Sunset gave the three a suspicious look as they walked off. Well, that was weird. I'm just going to go hang around with my friends who are hopefully less weird than all that today. Sunset sighed to herself. At least the bar was set really low this time around. Sonata cried from down the hall. Oh my gosh, guys! This place has free wall candy!
Oh God, why? Damn it, why?
And Araya said, Sonata, I hope you get every type of cancer and then die. Again, I'm going to say it. The author made Sonata Dusk even more of a dumbass than she was in the movie, and I love it.
Oh God, I'm afraid now.
Well, that's the prelude for you. Let's dive into the rest, or how far we can get. Anyways.
Chapter 1.
Pinky's song.
God, Pinky right now?
Oh, come on. At least with this chapter out of the way, you don't have to deal with her being the focus for the rest of the story.
God, I'm regretting it now.
Anyways, this chapter takes place after they sing the song Battle, which, again, is a very, very good song. Oh, they're that kind of odd, Pinky exclaimed. Sunset Shimmer, Pinkie Pie, Applejack, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, and Fluttershy sat at a long rectangular cafeteria table together and stared out at the scene in front of them. A trio of female students had just walked into lunch and completed an oddly sensual musical number, complete with plenty of random caressing of the student body, a song which had left the students of the school agitated and arguing with each other. Is it just me? Sunset Shimmer wondered out loud. Or was that sort of highly inappropriate for a high school?
I forgot to see that one preview, but then again, if they were sirens, I imagine there's a lot of inappropriateness.
Like you wouldn't believe. But anyways.
Oh,
God. She glanced out into the collection of quarreling students. Am I right, Trixie? Trixie doesn't know what her feelings are doing right now!
Well, at least the Trixie has the appropriate response.
Yep. Sunset sighed. Been nice talking to you, Trixie. Well, Rainbow Dash said, good thing I just spent the last several weeks of conveniently assembling a band.
Conveniently.
Yes. Rarity nodded. It would seem to be in remarkable timing, wouldn't it? Applejack spoke up. I'd say that's more serendipitous than someone showing up with a fiddle that's already been tuned for a hoedown. Huh.
Moving on.
Right. Sunset Shimmer raised an eyebrow at Applejack, but ignored her in favor of scowling across the table. Fluttershy, is your main course a stick of celery? Wait, seriously? The Dazzlings just got the whole body going and your main concern is with Fluttershy's dietary habits?
She must be vegan.
Fluttershy leaned back and slumped her shoulders, attempting to shrink away slightly from Sunset's accusing gaze. Maybe? Okay, just... What? Sunset replied as she shook her head. The school has plenty of vegetarian options, and even a vegan meal with some sustenance is not that hard to throw together. Why did you pick something to eat your body can barely digest? Fluttershy frowned. Well, I'm kind of on a diet.
Oh, Lord.
What?
Fluttershy on a diet. I bet she's probably starving herself. That's not a good idea. That's not a good thing.
It's one thing to have an anorexic marshmallow, I'll tell you that. Yeah, anyways. Sunset cocked an eyebrow. Are we having trouble achieving liftoff when the wind picks up? Whoa. Ouch.
Okay,
hey!
me fucking hurt you.
What?
Tell me fucking hurt you, Sunset.
Pinkie snapped. Hey! Don't bully Fluttershy! I'm not bullying her, Sunset insisted as she threw her hands up in the air. I'm making sure she doesn't die of malnutrition. Big difference! Rarity motioned to Fluttershy. But you're scaring poor Fluttershy. Fluttershy let out a quiet meep in response. Applejack nodded. She's more scared than a herd of cows in a stampede, all right. Oh, why is that a good throwback to Season 1? Huh.
Ironic.
Yeah. Yes. Sunset glanced at Applejack, sighed, and moved on. Fine. Topic change. Has anyone noticed the entire school body seems susceptible to whatever songs tell them to do during lunchtime? Whatever do you mean, darling? Rarity asked. Oh, here we go.
Fourth wall breaking incoming.
Sunset motioned out to the students, many of them still arguing with each other. You five team up with Twilight Sparkle and do a little music number, and suddenly the whole school wants to vote for her even though she didn't know how to work a computer or photocopier. Adagio just shows up with a couple backup singers, and suddenly everyone's ready for a big band battle. Sunset looked up into the cafeteria. Or maybe everyone just wants to punch each other. And then again, I think this Queen Smoke is magic.
Huh. So much fourth wall breaking.
Yeah. Pinkie suddenly stood up and inhaled a large volume of air. Whoa there, Pinkie. Save some oxygen for the rest of us, Sunset said.
At least I know Sunset still keeps her smart-ass remarks.
Yep. The other girls present giggled to themselves at Sunset's comment. Pinkie suddenly banged her fists on the table, causing the other girls to jump slightly and Fluttershy to utter an audible sound again. I know what I must do, Pinky declared. With that, she quickly sprinted away from the table. Sunset frowned as she watched Pinky sprint off. And this is probably what you're asking, Gonzo. She says, should we be worried that she just did that?
Yes.
Oh, it never changes. Applejack shrugged. You know Pinky, always running off somewhere. She's got more energy than a bucking bronco during mating season. Wow.
Not saying a fucking word. Move on.
Sunset furrowed her brow. Wow, lewd. I mean, she's more confused than a cow.
Oh god, you cut off. Shit! Don't do this to me. Do not fucking do this to me. You cannot be doing this to me, you goddamn piece of crap.
That happened. Easy there, Gonzo. I heard that. Anyways,
Goddamn,
where did that cut off?
Goddamn piece of crap. I only have Chrome open. I got Skype on. It should not be clogging up my connections.
Anyway, where did that cut off?
More confused than a cow in a pig pen.
Right, try that again. Sunset raised an eyebrow. Is that a thing that actually happens, or... What I'm saying is, Pinky's more mixed up than a crate of fizzy apple cider that's been transported in the apple family jalopy. Jeez.
Okay, just go ahead and just say it. Pinkie Pie is fucking nuts. Just say it!
Yeah, I think I get... Applejack suddenly leaned closer to Sunset Shimmer, placing her face a mere inch away from hers. Pinky is a few chicken eggs shy of a full dozen, a few squirts of milk shy of a full bucket. Sunset leaned back in her chair and looked at Rarity as Applejack continued to make similes. She placed a hand in between her own mouth and Applejack, muffling her voice as she whispered, You think Applejack gets we all know she's from a farm? Yeah.
Could have gone on with a whole fucking bullshit that came from Stargate. You know.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
Rarity turned and shushed Sunset. Try that again. Rarity turned and shushed Sunset slightly. Shh! Don't take this from her. This apples is all she's got. God, that's sad. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, everyone turned as the double doors to the cafeteria suddenly flew open. Pinkie Pie stood there, a massive grin on her face.
Oh, God.
Hey, everybody! I present a very special message from yours truly, Pinkie Pie!
This is not going to end well.
Sunset uttered, well, this won't end well. Without further ado, fanfare or ado, Pinky broke into song. And no, I'm not going to sing. I'll spare you all that indignity.
Let's just go with something. Let's just go with what was going on when she was singing.
When you're looking through your closet, here's a fact you may just posit. There's no need to pick out clothes that are discreet. Why don't you pick a color that's really neat? There's no need to cause a stink. Just show up to school wearing pink. Yeah, that happened.
God, I'm regretting even saying that.
What?
That I rather prefer Pinky over Sonata.
You're the one who said it, not me. Anyways, hey Sunset, Rainbow Dash said as she looked across the table. How come you didn't grab any lunch? Sunset smirked. I feasted upon the soul of an innocent bunny for lunch. Without warning, Fluttershy's eyes rolled towards the back of her head as her face fell forward onto her empty plate.
Oh boy, that was a little mean. Yet...
Yeah. Yeah. The group turned to Fluttershy as Pinky's song continued, then turned to shoot a collective scowl at Sunset Shimmer. So here's some food for thought. Stop worrying about clothes. What clothes are hot? Don't waste time in the morning having to think. Just show up to school wearing pink. Sunset folded her arms across her chest and narrowed her eyes slightly. I'm just going to assume that it's Fluttershy's poor choice of diet that made her do that.
Okay, fuck that.
Yeah. Next day, Sunset Shimmer walked down the sidewalk towards the massive 3-story building that was Canterlot High. She wore her typical outfit composed of a magenta top with a large red and yellow sun blaze on the front, black leather jacket, orange skirt with one magenta and one yellow stripe going down the side, and black boots with a purple flame motif on the front. Additionally, she wore a large pair of black sunglasses, something she was thankful for as she looked over the students of Canterlot High as she approached. Sunset sighed heavily and smacked the palm against her face as she witnessed student after student decked head to toe in pink clothing.
God, are these students that weak-willed? I know the American school system is pretty fucking pathetic, but Jesus.
When even Pinkie Pie can influence students, you're fucked.
Yeah, I think you should stop concentrating on the test and concentrate on the students' brains.
Yes, thank you. Anyways. Seriously? She muttered to herself as she let her hand fall to her side and she scowled out of the campus full of bustling students wearing pink. One stupid song is all it takes, and everyone swaps out of whatever stupid thing they wear every day. Sunset grumpily continued moving towards the school, her brisk walk having suddenly turned to more of a trudge as the bottom of her boots scraped the concrete with each step. She made it as far as a large white statue of a horse in front of the school. Excuse me. The base of which sporting a number of mirrors, one of which being the portal to Equestria that opened about every 2.5 years?
I wouldn't call that. I mean, well, I don't think that's the appropriate time. I guess this is just a rough estimate.
Hang on, how long is 30 moons?
A month, maybe, if there were a month, maybe. I mean, that probably means 30 nights or 30 days.
Most are saying 819 days, so maybe...
819 days?
Maybe it is 2.5 years, I don't know.
Well, A, are they really going to be picky and going with a full moon or something? Or a new moon or something?
That's what I'd think, I don't know. Anyways, we're getting off track here. Let's get back into what's going on. Hey! It's Sunset Shimmer! A voice called out in a rather aggressive tone. Sunset froze in place as her name was scornfully called out. She looked out of the campus grounds as scores of students suddenly stopped what they were doing and stared at her, quickly followed by each person walking towards her. Soon she was trapped between the large statue and a half-circle of high schoolers. Sunset swallowed as she looked at all the angry faces belonging to students of Canterlot High, each person decked out head to toe in pink clothing. Hey everybody! Sunset greeted nervously as she pressed her back against the base of the large white statue. Look, if this is about the whole turning into a demon thing and mind-controlling everyone to march on my homeworld, I'm really sorry about... She's not wearing pink! A female voice cried angrily from the mob.
What?
What? Sunset cried. That's why you've all surrounded me? Because I didn't listen to Pinkie's ridiculous song she made out in like 10 seconds and decided to wear what I always wear? Let's teach her a lesson about trying to be different! A male voice cried.
I schooled in a nutshell.
Oh, come on! Sunset exclaimed. Can't I just borrow a couple hair bows or something? Or maybe get by with you're not wearing the right color pinches? I just dress like I always dress. Let's chew bubblegum and rub it on her hair!
Ooh, no, that's worse!
What? Sunset cried. She glanced up at her hair, conveying a sense of fright on her face despite wearing sunglasses. Oh, please don't put gum in my hair, Sunset said in a pleading tone. You have any idea how long it takes for me to get my hair to look like this every morning?
Not as long as Rarity does it.
I've got some gum! A female voice called out. Me too! Another female voice added.
I thought that with a high school, there shouldn't be any gum on campus.
Oh boy. Sunset pursed her lips into a tight grimace as several students produced small boxes of chewing gum and began passing them around. Oh boy.
I couldn't even get people to share a fucking pencil.
She desperately scanned the mass of pink for someone, anyone, who might at least try to help her. Her eyes fell upon a stout boy with a pink t-shirt adorned with a pair of scissors, and a skinnier, tall boy in a pink sweater with a pink and purple sail in the front. Oh,
bad idea. You're not going to get anything from them.
Snips! Snails! Sunset cried. Don't do this! Think of all the good times we had together, like the time we... Sunset paused and stared out briefly, tapping an index finger against her cheek as she growled on this. The good times we've had escape me right now, but think of all the good times we will have! And their response, Sips cried, Shun the non-believer! Yeah, shun! Shun! Shun!
God, we went to Charlie the Unicorn.
Sunset glared angrily at the pair. Catch me forcing you two into doing my dirty work again! She snapped angrily. Get her! A male voice cried out.
Fuck.
The crowd began approaching Sunset, many students with wads of chewed bubblegum in her hands. Oh, God. Well.
Oh, boy, this is gonna be painful.
No, wait! Sunset cried. I'm sorry I didn't wear pink today. I can change my clothes. That'll be way easier than changing my attitude or treating you a contemptible lot of...
Ah, shit, here it goes again! I swear to Christ, goddamn Skype, you freaking piece of crap. What the hell is causing my goddamn things to be freaking clogging up everything? Chrome, sorry, XSplit, Chrome, XSplit, Chrome. Steam client bootstrapper? I'd close you, you piece of crap! Real network schedule? No. God.
How did I guess that was going to happen?
Because somehow there's some programs that were running behind me that was trying to be a sneaky little bitch.
You may want to try and edit that last bit out because I don't think we want... Where did I cut off?
Change my clothes. That'll be ways easier than changing my attitude or treating.
Yeah, you may want to cut out. You may want to edit that last bit out. Anyways, I'll try it again.
Try to start over from the paragraph. Okay, straight from the top. 3, 2,
from the top.
1.
Edit out. No, wait! Sunset cried. I'm sorry I didn't wear any pink today. I can change my clothes. That'll be way easier than changing my attitude or treating you contemptible lot of conformists better than you actually deserve. Ah!
Oh, dear Lord.
Sunset threw her hands into the air as the mob descended on her, pulling her down into the pink mass. Sunset struggled as best she could, but quickly found there was very little she could do against the several dozen high schoolers who were all set on shoving gum into her hair. Soon, the mob's sticky, saliva-covered task was done, and they parted, leaving Sunset on her knees, her hair a mess of pink globs and frazzled-looking red and yellow locks. Sunset's glasses hung at a diagonal angle across her face, the pair having been knocked around a bit in the struggle, and tears poured from her aquamarine eyes. But I just wore what I always wore, she cried out. Sunset! You okay, partner? Sunset turned as she heard Rainbow Dash and Applejack call out for her. The two approached, Fluttershy close behind, and Sunset noted each also wore what they usually wore and looked no worse for wear. Wait, seriously? Sunset cried out as she rose to her feet, her sorrowful look giving way to an irritated one as she readjusted her sunglasses. I am the only one who got attacked this morning? What in tarnation are you talking about? Applejack asked. I just got mobbed for not wearing pink, Sunset cried. She pointed accusingly at the other girls. None of you got assaulted! Fluttershy looked at her outfit briefly, then looked up. Well, I already wear a little pink, she said, as she motioned to the butterflies on her green skirt. Emphasis on little! Sunset cried angrily as she flung her hands up into the air. Poor Sunset. Fluttershy looked at Sunset with a slightly frightened look as she took a step back from her. Sunset continued. Just about everyone else at school looks like they're trying to find acceptance in the flock of flamingos, and you and Dash apparently got missed for for having a few splashes of pink here or there, and hey! Applejack doesn't wear any pink! How come she got missed? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Rainbow Dash said. I think you're taking this a little too hard. Really, Rainbow?
Show her, Sunset.
I just got mobbed for not wearing a certain color and had gum stuck in my hair! I can take it as hard as I want! There was a very brief silence as the other girls stared at Sunset. Phrasing? Fluttershy said in a somewhat unsure tone. Rainbow Dash and Applejack immediately doubled over into hysterical fits of laughter as Fluttershy tittered to herself quietly but proudly. Sunset raised both her palms over her face. "I seriously hate you guys so much," she uttered. "Yeah. Hello, everyone!" The group heard Rarity call out. "How are you all this fine morning?" "Hey, Rarity," Rainbow Dash said as she turned and waved. "Hey, Rarity," Applejack called. Good morning, Rarity," Fluttershy said. Sunset Timber groaned as she looked over Rarity's outfit. Rarity wore a strapless, frilly dress that hugged her torso tightly as the skirt went from pink to light pink and finally to a pinkish white. A pink ribbon adorned the front just under Rarity's decolletage with a much larger ribbon tied in her hair as well as behind the dress. Finally, pink forearm bands, pink boots with pink ribbons, and a large frilly pink parasol completed the outfit. Oh, Lord.
Sunset, you're in hell.
Yeah. Sunset, darling! Whatever happened? Rarity cried. Sunset momentarily put aside her disgust as Rarity's outfit and glanced at her own hair. She sighed heavily as she answered. A mob sucked bubblegum in my hair because I decided to show up to school in my regular set of clothes. That's what I meant, dear, Rarity said. How could you even think to show up to school without wearing pink? You know pink is in this season. Or today, at least. Sunset scowled at Rarity.
Ah, shit. Don't do this to me, you goddamn piece of crap.
Here I am. What just happened? Where did I cut off again?
Sunset was scowling at Rarity.
Okay. Sunset scowled at Rarity. You know, the messed up thing about the situation is if I stab you right now, I'd go to jail. Don't get sippy with me, Rarity said as she motioned to her outfit. I actually thought to wear pink. That's another thing, Sunset cried. You're somehow wearing more pink than anyone else I've seen today, and that's with the entire school looking like an aisle of girl toys? It sounds like there's some sort of who has the most pink on contest going on today. Wow. Rarity folded her arms across her chest. Well, if there is, I guess we know who's winning Miss Didn't Wear Pink today.
Sunset will probably choke a bitch. She'll choke a
Sunset
bitch, she'll go to jail. She'll be smiling all the way.
Sunset shot an irritated look up towards the sky and held out open palms. Look at all the Hey, you guys!
Oh, look, here's my first victim.
The group turned as Pinky bounded up, each one saying a greeting with the exception of Sunset. Rarity's happy expression suddenly gave way to a grumpy one as Pinky approached. By the way, I'm not the only one who noted that Sunset almost dropped the F-bomb.
If only, let her, just let her, for God's sake.
Yeah. Rarity's happy expression suddenly gave way to a grumpy one as Pinky approached. Pinky also wore the same pink bow-covered ensemble, complete with parasol that Rarity was holding. Pinky giggled. We're twins! Oh, Lord. Rarity seemed far less amused. Well, one of us is going to have to change. Would it help if I put on a purple eye patch?
No! Not unless you want to be stabbed by some girl with skunk-like hair with a big giant piece of scissors.
What would that help? Sunset asked. Pinky turned towards Sunset. Well, it would make the reference the outfit is wearing much more overt and... Is that gum in your hair?
Short attention span. God, I'm gonna kill you
by
right
the way,
now.
I should note, she did indeed say it would make the reference the outfit is wearing much more overt. Yes, they actually acknowledged that their outfits are making a kill reference. Yeah.
Where's my toy when we need her? Where's Miss My Toy? Sunset
glared at Pinky angrily. Yeah, thanks to your stupid song, I got mobbed for not wearing pink. Pinky declared, I'm a chew-it!
Stab her. Take a pen and stab her. Now.
Don't you do it! I'ma do it! Don't you do it! Pinky suddenly threw her parasol away and pounced on Sunset. Dang it! Sunset cried as Pinky rustled her to the grass next to the school's walkway. Pinky placed her mouth over the wad of gum on Sunset's head and began frantically biting her novel. Ow, nom, 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 nom.
God.
Sunset cried, "Stop that! I'll bring out my wrestling moves! Don't think I won't!" And Pinky exclaimed, "Oh my gosh! You guys haven't tasted Sunset's hair! It's like some sort of wonderful bubblegum mixed with strawberry lemonade flavor!"
God. Break her neck and legs and arms. Do it, Sunset. Please.
"Girls, help!" Sunset cried. Rarity shook her head. "I spent all morning getting my makeup and outfit right. I'm not about to mess it up by roughhousing." Fluttershy looked down at the two struggling girls with a slightly frightened look. "Yeah, sorry, but no." "The non-stereotypical girls, then!" Sunset cried as she placed her hands on Pinky's face and tried to push her off. "Help!" Rainbow Dash looked down at the two girls on the ground below her, and then over to Applejack. She produced a $10 bill and said, "Give you 2 to 1. Pinky eats all of Sunset's hair."
Oh,
I like
no.
them. I like them odds. Applejack cried as she swung a fist in front of her chest. "You guys hate you guys!" Sunset cried as she continued to circle against Pinky. Pinky brought her head up out of the tangle of gum and hair to ask, "Does anyone have any whipped cream on them?" "I'll get some," Rainbow Dash declared.
Fuck you.
"Hey, that's cheating!" Applejack cried. "Oh, wait!" Pinky said as she giggled to herself and reached into her mop of pink curls. She pulled out a spray can with a white nozzle at the end. "I have some."
Oh, God. Can we get it over with?
"Oh, that is it!" Sunset cried as she grabbed Pinky's side and suddenly shifted her weight. "Ah!" Pinky cried as she found herself on the ground. Sunset quickly forced Pinky onto her back and sat on top of her, her knees straddling either side of Pinky's torso. "Yee-haw! Go, Sunset, go!" Applejack cried. "Come on, Pinky!" Rainbow Dash cried. Sunset smiled to herself as she held onto Pinky's left arm firmly in both her arms and began to bend it in an unnatural-looking angle.
Oh, break it, man. Break it. Break it, bitch.
"I got you! Second wind!" Pinky cried as she suddenly squirmed out from under Sunset.
God damn it.
"Hey!" Sunset cried. "Use the brick!" "Ah!" Sunset cried as Pinky somehow tackled her from behind. "How the fuck? Stop eating my hair!"
Another.
"Never! Never!" Pinky cried through a mouthful of gum-covered hair. Oh boy. "Girls! What the heck is going on here?" A commanding female voice suddenly called out. Everyone stopped and looked up as try that again. Everyone stopped and looked up as Vice Principal Luna. Oh shit!
Finally, some fucking policing, some authority to stop this nonsense.
Sunset uttered a relieved sigh as Pinky stopped chewing on her hair. "Oh, thank God! You've got to be kidding me!" Luna's usual purple blouse had been replaced with a pink one. Similarly, she wore a pink skirt instead of her dark blue one.
Can I get a pillow and scream in it real quick?
If you want, I will tell you. Oh, this is... I gotta... Gonzo? Oh dear. This will probably not end well. I think I broke it in. Gonzo? You okay? You're not okay. Gonzo? Gonzo, you gonna be okay there?
I'm never gonna be okay. I hope Sister dashed.
Easy now, the chapter is almost over. Just a friendly bet about eating hair, Rainbow Dash said with a slightly nervous expression. Luna scowled down at the two girls on the ground, their limbs seemingly tangled with one another as evidenced by the struggling with each other they had been doing just moments ago. Pinky grinned, a large grin that might look like a look of guilt on anyone else, but was fairly typical of the smiles Pinky gave out on a daily basis. Sunset, on the other hand, looked up at Luna with a somewhat pleading look. Oh, I see, Luna said, her expression softening. Well, I suppose if an official bet and change of money is involved, you may all proceed. Sunset protested. Oh, what the fuck? Yay! Pinky cried before she lowered her face back down into the tangled mass of red and yellow hair covered in bubblegum. Oh, nom 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 nom! And Sunset cried out, I hate this school so much! It's gone so easy. It's the end of the chapter. It's okay now.
Can I go now?
Yeah, we may as well call it there. I think you've had enough for one night. Whoa, easy. I'm gonna hold your hand for this. I think we should probably call it. Whoa. Are you actually crying there, dude?
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Okay. I think we should probably call this stream a night.
Oh, why'd you do this, Luna? Why? I had hopes for you.
I know. I was expecting a little better too, but yeah.